Just like that, huh?
Yeah, just like that. Just like that, guys. We're back with episode 6 of Combat on the Couch, brought to you by Carney Combat Sports, produced by the Uglee Franco Productions. All right, so Richard walked in this morning. He was like, Josh, it's a little warm. I was hoping we could turn it down a little bit, but guess what? We're turning it up. I lost the button for off on. I don't have the AC button. We don't have any AC in here. We just have up on the heat. So we're turning the heat up because that's the only option we've got when Richard Bravito Barajas is in the freaking combat corner, baby. Welcome to the combat. Welcome to the podcast.
But drop energy.
And don't applaud yourself. What are you talking about? Come on. No, I'm just kidding. Applaud yourself. You deserve it. You're the man of the hour.
No, I'm just trying to play off your energy, man. You got good energy.
Well, that's what we do, right? Mm-hmm. How you feeling today? I like those throwback Reeboks he's got on. They're nice navy blue with a little bit of white. They look like the old school New Balances, you know what I'm talking about? But they're not New Balances. They're Reeboks.
Yeah.
Where'd you get those?
Off the Reebok store.
Really?
Yep. Yes, sir.
Looks like you stole them off of a grandpa 10 minutes ago out front, dude.
Yeah.
It was my grandpa, too, you son of a... I'll get you for that. I like
them. I've been wanting to get these for a while, so I finally got them.
Yeah, dude. What'd those throw you back, like $50?
Actually, like $40, yeah. Cheap.
Cheapskate.
Yeah, cheap. I'm pretty cheap.
No, man, we're having a good time. Hey, what do we got coming up? Dates really quick. Let's get them out of the way. Let's just get them out of the way because usually people just stop listening.
Dates right away. Yeah, let me think real quick. I got them written down right here. Actually, Saturday, August 19th, excuse me, we got the fundraiser here at Carney Combat Sports.
That's right.
We're doing a Mario Kart tournament, a roll-a-thon, car wash, detailing.
Hold up. First one. Mario Kart tournament?
Mario Kart tournament. I'm going to be playing in it, so you got dethrone me. We got a Mario Kart belt on the line, so winner will be taking home the Mario Kart belt.
Did you hear that? You got to dethrone him.
Yeah, you got to dethrone me. There is a couple
Sounds
guys
like
that can potentially do it.
He likes that belt.
Yeah, I'm going to hold on to it. I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty confident. Okay. Take it away from me. So.
Okay, it's going to be a 10-year-old. You know that, right?
No. I've been whooping all the 10-year-olds. Let's get real. They don't stand a chance. So
they don't stand a chance. Pull that a little bit more towards your face.
Yeah. Gotcha.
I don't think it'll fall.
All right.
Yeah. There we go.
We're selling food, pozole, some Mexican food, some good barbecue, and we're selling, doing a silent auction.
Nice.
Invite your friends, invite your family, tell everybody about it.
Number 2 was selling food.
Selling food.
Ooh.
Car wash and detailing.
Ooh, that car washing and detailing, baby.
And
wet t-shirts or what? Only guys?
Jose said he's gonna be in a Speedo. So
Let's go! Let's go! Give the people what they want.
So if you're wanting to see the main event for the September 9th fights, actually, will be in a Speedo washing cars. So
all right.
But I'll be helping them. We'll have a crew of people doing the car wash and detailing. So what else?
Down for it.
Silent auction. So if you're wanting private sessions with one of our coaching staff, we got Alex Weaver, Justin Weaver,
right,
Jose Hernandez, Dante Rodriguez, private sessions, three private sessions with each, I believe, or something close to that, on a silent auction. So then we got, I think Alex or Justin is selling food. There's a lot going on.
How's the silent auction work?
I've never done a silent auction. These guys were telling me about it, but I think what you do is bid on it.
So by throwing a flip-flop, right? It's silent.
Yeah, you throw a flip-flop.
You have 10 flip-flops at the start.
At the person hosting it, so I don't know who will be hosting it.
Right.
And it has a dollar amount.
Oh, you have to ride it real quick and then throw it.
Yeah, and throw it as fast as you can. Yeah.
So as he's catching flip flops, the one he catches first is the one that he gets, right? That's the one that won the bid. Bidder. Oh, but well, how's it? Oh, so it's an organized flip flop though. It's not just like all at once.
Yeah.
I'm just trying to figure out the logistics of a silent auction.
I'm pretty sure that's what it is. Like, I'm pretty sure you're
never been involved in it. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. I'm pretty smart. When you're good, you're good.
Yeah. What else?
Dude.
The Mario Kart tournament. We're gonna have the kids and adults do their own, and then the winner of the kids bracket will go against the winner of the adults bracket. So
okay, so that'll get serious, huh?
Yeah, that'll get serious.
We're gonna break some hearts out here, huh?
Yeah.
We like it.
So that's
I'm gonna move this table a little bit. And that's okay. So that's this Saturday, though. You gotta defend your title this Saturday.
Defend my title. That's right.
Oh my gosh.
We got a nice Mario Kart belt that's been in our showcase little area over here.
I did see it the other week, and I think I've glanced at it a couple times. It's kind of nice.
It's nicer than some of the
What did you spend on that? Oh my gosh! Holy cow!
Hey, Delph just won the Dynasty Combat Sports bantamweight title. It's probably nicer than his belt.
Hey guys,
so
guys over there making the trophies. Come on, get through it. Okay.
No, it's not a joke. It's a real deal.
That is too funny, dude. Who started that? When did it start, and why, bro?
The Mario Kart thing?
Yeah.
I kind of started that. I wanted to figure out a way to build community within the kids team, and we've been competing so much. I felt like figuring a way to connect with the kids. As I'm a coach, I'm kind of a hard ass coach.
Kinda, yeah.
Yeah, I'm pretty strict and
it's good, but yeah, you are. At least you know it.
Yeah, I'm definitely the bad cop. I feel like most of the time. So figuring out ways to connect with the families and the kids, where they're getting to see maybe a more playful side of me and just build community. I felt like that was the main reason.
Yeah, gotta have fun, man.
Yeah, got carried away, bought a belt, but
got carried away, bought a belt,
but it's part of it. Definitely don't let the kids. I don't let the kids win either. So I'm still kind of a hard ass, but at least we're playing Mario Kart.
So mean, dude. So mean. What instilled that meanness in you? Who beat you with whips, dude? Who whipped you, man? My goodness.
I don't know.
For real though, where does that strictness come from? All right, let's get into it. Where does that strictness come from, for real?
Strictness? I don't know. I think maybe my desire to be the best, probably, and then maybe the way I was raised, pretty strict upbringing, but I personally hate the feeling of, for the kids class, if we're talking about the kids classes or any classes here, even the adults classes, especially our fight classes, I hate the feeling like we're wasting time. I hate the feeling like I'm babysitting kids.
Yeah.
And we're just not doing anything. If I was fully focused on business, yeah, maybe it'd be more focused and oriented around like a daycare, drop your kids off and we'll take care of them and we'll make sure they learn a little bit of martial arts. But that's not really my intent. I really want to build a renowned grappling team with the kids and then a renowned fighting team, or else I just feel like I'm wasting my time. So that's my ambition. If I'm not doing that, I feel like, I don't know, dead inside. So
dead inside.
Dead inside. So if
there's no growth being seen.
Yeah. So there's like shitty practices where shit's just not going the way you want it.
Yeah.
I really feel that. So I always go back, contemplate how we could do it better. And try to grow from there. So
that's an interesting thought, Most people are like, hey, I'll take a slow day. Hey, snow day, slow day, baby. Come on, bring it on. I'm staying inside. You're like, what are we doing?
Yeah, that's an
I feel like I didn't do anything today.
I feel like that was definitely my mindset when I was working other jobs, but working for myself, but also working towards my passion. There's no time to waste. It feels like we just gotta be doing more all the time. And I just feel behind all the time.
Yeah.
And I have this urgency to do better and get better. And but when I was working a factory job, yeah, who gives a shit?
Yeah, for sure.
Let me get some time off. Who cares? Let me go through the motions. But
yeah.
When you're putting people's livelihood in your hands, like fighters fighting in a cage, I take that responsibility pretty serious. So I don't want these guys to get hurt. I also don't want them to get embarrassed.
Yeah.
So that's like another part of it where I'm just like, man, I gotta do the best I can.
Really have to prepare them.
Yeah, and I have to prepare myself too for the day.
Yeah.
It starts with building that urgency in your everyday operation.
Have you gone to PTSD classes for those fights? Because every fight is like a trauma experience. So you probably should go to like a PTSD.
It's awesome.
Like you should talk to somebody after it, right?
Yeah, it is.
Like a normal person probably thinks that, right? Do you guys do that at all? That's not a thing, right? You love it so much, right? It's awesome.
Man, it's such a special experience. I feel like everybody that's stepped in a cage or in a ring and you get to showcase this craft, this thing that you've put all this time and effort into. It's just a special moment. Yeah, it is. I've never viewed it that way, but you
don't. You can't. It's not.
It's such a, I don't know. In the Mexican culture, it's like this manly thing.
Yeah.
In the Mexican culture, it's just boxing such a big thing.
It's true.
And the way you fight is such a big deal.
Yeah.
You fight a certain way. You fight with the Mexican style, right? In the Mexican culture, you pressure, you throw punches, you're tough.
Yeah.
You don't back down. There's just so many special things that you can showcase about who you are. And, man, so I love it. I love that. So when we get to experience that together as a team, there's a certain brotherhood or a bond you build. So, I wouldn't trade it for anything else. PTSD, there's such a special bond being built. I feel like whatever happens when you have a close group of guys, I feel like those things get worked out. Whatever happens, they get worked out because you do spend a lot of time with each other, and I don't know. I think in our team at least, we genuinely care about the outcome.
Yeah.
So let's say it doesn't go your way. Let's say something happens. We're here to pick you up.
Definitely.
You went out on your shield. You went out swinging. You didn't fight like a coward.
For real.
Those are probably the more important things that I don't know. I harp on too. We train to fight a certain way. We don't train to win easy rounds or escape on points or anything like that. We train to finish fights.
Yeah,
so
those are the best fights to watch. Somebody that out there and they care about what they're doing and they're ready for it and they've been ready. They just want to be there.
It's the only way to fight. It's the only way to fight. And that's why we train. That's why we fight. That's why these guys are so passionate about it too, We're in there, we're taking risks. We're taking chances as soon as that bell rings. So, so going back, I take that serious. I want to make sure my guys are prepared. I don't want them to get hurt out there. And it takes an everyday operations urgency, not panic, but like a deliberate thoughtfulness to everything that you're doing. And
definitely a directed sense of urgency. It feels like when you come in,
Mm-hmm.
I think that's a huge key to like being successful in any way. You can't just go in and just be like, well, I punched the clock. If you want to be the best, you can't have that mentality ever.
Right. And that's part of some of the coaching points too. It's like, these guys are in here twice a day, every day of the week. So it's like sometimes you fall asleep at the wheel. You're going through the motions, but it's about waking yourself up and finding ways to keep it fresh in your mind. So you're not just going through the motions. You're actually engaged, and you can feel the engagement and the excitement for the craft. And that I'm not the best coach in the world. I'm wanting to work my way toward that.
Yeah, of course.
But that's the thing I feel like I want to imprint on these guys. Every day you bring that passion, every day you bring that focus and that engagement.
Every day.
You're going to see the results you want to see. So
every day. I find when I find myself having an off day where I'm just going through the motions and just, painting with big, broad strokes, it's just like I didn't prepare for this moment. Right. Something I did before is wrong. Like, I'm not getting it right now. Like, right now, I'm not getting it right at all. But the 12 hours before this, I really fucked up.
Right.
I didn't eat blueberries, you know? I didn't eat strawberries. I didn't eat enough things that really, it's mainly all about nutrition and sleep. If I didn't sleep enough, if I didn't get like a little bit of a nap or something, and if I'm not constantly eating for me, then I'm just going to have a failure of a day. And I'm going to look back on it and go, wow, I failed.
Yeah, that's huge insight. I feel like the same thing with the fight team, right? If they're not getting sleep, if they're not preparing for their training session the rest of the day, by the time they get in here, they're going to be sluggish, they're going to be slow. And sometimes it's just going to happen, right?
It's just going to happen.
So you got to try to do your best on those days to understand, okay, I didn't get enough sleep. Okay, I haven't been stretching or whatever it is.
Yeah.
It's a work in progress though.
Definitely. I mean, and also when to know, I mean, you hate to say it, but when to know not to show up. Sometimes you just need to stop.
Right.
And you need to come back the next day just ready. Like, don't come back until you're ready.
Right.
Like, it's so respectable to meet someone that goes, like, hard all the time. And then the one or two times that they're like, man, I'm done. I'm cashed. You believe it. And then to see them come back 3 days later, 4 days later, dude, it's like, oh, this is who I remember. This is why I love him. Because he just came back when he's ready. He pretty much just stuck his birds in the air. And he was just like, dude, I'm not going to come back until I come back the way I want to come back. And then they don't care about anything else because you've had that time of solitude. You really it's comfy.
Right.
You get comfy. The couch is nice. You don't want to go back. So if you go back, you want to go back. Right. And it shows. You know?
I think,
but that's a hard decision to make.
As a coach, you got to really read the room too. Sometimes guys are getting really worn down because I crack the whip so much, you know. We're working out so hard.
So mean.
So many times a week.
So mean.
So like today, piggybacking off your point there, today we're taking it's our recovery day, but today we're going to the movies. We're not doing any training. Tomorrow's going to be a super fucking hard day. It's going to be the hardest day of the training camp.
Yeah.
So today we're taking the day off. We're going to go watch Oppenheimer, kind of chill, kick back, and not even think about training today. Normally it's a training day. Today is movie day.
Nice.
But piggybacking off that, because I want these guys in fresh, engaged, ready to roll tomorrow. And tomorrow is the biggest day of the training camp.
Yeah.
So tomorrow is basically the test day. We're gonna see who can.
They're gonna come in and practice at night.
Tonight?
They're gonna come practice tomorrow night. That's the big.
Tomorrow night is the Shark Tank night.
Right. That's a big practice.
It's the hardest practice of the
anything in the morning?
Camp. Yep. We'll be in the morning as well.
Is it going to be hard in the morning?
It's going to be a good conditioning session in the morning, and then we're doing our Shark Tanks in the evening. So it's a full day. It's the hardest day of the camp. Yeah. These guys are going to get pushed tomorrow.
Nice.
Past their limits.
Nice.
Yeah.
So focus on today. How do you like to watch movies? You getting a popcorn with a lot of butter? You getting no popcorn? You getting the biggest cup in the building or what?
I got a sweet tooth. I love candy.
Yeah.
I love,
what is it? What do you like? Chocolate? Sugar?
Oh, the sweet and sour. Sweet and sour. What are they? Were they the little gummies, the little kids?
Mike and Ike's?
No, the sweet and sour ones.
Sour Patch Kids?
Sour Patch Kids.
Yeah, dude. The gummy with the sugar on the outside.
Yeah, dude.
Oh, if it's not stuck in my teeth for the next 6 hours, I don't want it. I don't want it.
Yeah, that's probably my favorite, though.
Yeah? All right. Oppenheimer, I don't even know what that's about.
I think it's about the development of the nuclear bomb.
That's right.
Yeah.
That's right. So you're going to watch a movie about dropping bombs, and then you're going to come back and drop some bombs.
That's right.
I like it.
That's the goal, at least. So
I like it. All right, dude. What'd you eat for breakfast today? You're drinking a C4. Do you eat breakfast? How are you staying healthy? How are you able to come back and coach these people
to do
this crazy stuff? This is your breakfast?
Yeah.
It ain't terrible, but it ain't great.
No, it's not good for you. I should probably sit back. But Jose got this for me, so I'm going to blame him. He got this for me.
Hey, no excuses.
Yeah.
You take accountability for what you put in your mouth. What are you talking to me right now? What are you talking to? Don't tell Coach Josh Jose made you drink that.
Right. No, but I should probably get a little healthier.
What are you going to do it? You're healthy already, though. What are you doing?
I mean, I stay pretty healthy
do.
for the most part. I think managing stress is probably the biggest thing that I've focused on this past year. I think being depending on myself for income is really stressful. And acknowledging that over the last couple of years and then doing things to manage it better has been really helpful. But I just been more disciplined about working out consistently, and that's been the biggest help so far, as far as staying healthy at least. What about you?
Oh, you know me, blueberries, strawberries. I eat a lot. Golfing. Yeah, go golfing. I mean, look at these forearms, baby. Yeah, we drink the lemon water. You know, we chop them up, put them in little bowls, put the saran wrap over them, put them in the fridge, go to them, throw them in the cup. Put the water in it, drink it. We cut up the cucumbers. You know, we eat the salads. Every once in a while, I eat the meat, but you notice what it does because you do a 2-day, 3-day straight of pretty much fruit and lemon water.
Yeah.
And then you eat meat again, and you're just like, it's everywhere. I don't know if I have an ulcer still or not because when I eat food like that, I have a real reaction. But going through like a 2-3 day fast of pretty much lemon water and blueberries, it's like any fruit that you can get your hands on, melons. You really I lost like 10 pounds of just bloat, and I'm just lean when I'm going golfing.
Yeah, you're looking lean. You're looking like you stepped in the cage September 9th.
Dude, if I took my shirt off right now and stood next to Jose,
you probably whoop his ass.
No. Jose. Hey, guy. Hey, we're friends. We're friends. I was just saying you might think that I would be fighting him, okay? I mean, you want to see the freaking merchandise, baby? Oh, shit, I'm not even really flexing, but I'm kind of flexing. Okay, that's fat. Oh, shit, dude, look at it. Oh, my God.
That's enough.
Holy shit, dude. Holy fuck.
All right. Oh, no. I moved it down there just so it wouldn't get spilled.
Clip that. Time snippet. Take it out.
It's paying off, though, man.
Dude, I'm telling you. Thank you. I've never done that before, and I think it was about due. It was about time.
Yeah.
I am proud of this chiseled artwork that I've created by golfing, eating fruit, and throwing up every once in a while. So,
not on purpose.
Not on purpose.
Yeah, let's put some context into that. No.
We're talking about selling shirts. Selling shirts September 9th also. Who's all selling shirts at that? Because I am, but there's some fighters here. I think Justin's got them. Or is the store done now? Because did they go through the store?
I think Jose's store just closed. I don't know about Justin's store. I should be more informed. I haven't been doing a good job about staying informed. But
I think I saw a story on that the other day.
We'll be selling event shirts. So what we did was partner up with Mike Kendall from the announcer from LFA and Dynasty Combat Sports. Is a good dude. And we put his slogan or his, what's it called? His
brand.
His opening statement. Are you ready for war?
Oh, like a mantra, motto.
His line. I don't know.
One-liner.
His line. His little brand. So we put it on the shirt.
Dope.
Put his autograph on it. Pretty cool looking shirt.
What's it say?
Are you ready for war?
Let's go, dude. I like it. I like it.
So we put that on the shirt. It looks cool. It's got a neon green. Put Twin J, Scott Johnson on the shirt. He's on the front side of that.
Shout out to him.
Dynasty Combat Sports is on the sleeve. Carney Combat Sports is on the back. And then, but shout out to Dynasty Combat Sports for hosting the event here in Kearney.
Okay, give him a real one.
Shout out to Twin J, Scott Johnson for all the help he does, or all the support he gives us on a regular basis. The guy is amazing. Yeah. Shout out to Kyle Saylor for helping us get the shirts and getting that set up. It's been easy to manage that, not have to be a big part of that. So thank you, Kyle. And just
very efficient way to get some merch out, huh?
Yeah, he's does an amazing job. So
Fantastic.
yeah. And,
I'm
shout out
excited
to Mike
to see
Kendall
it.
for having us use his line on the shirt. Great idea. The shirt looks good, and I'm excited for him to get that shirt. So
Yeah, come and get him too.
yeah.
Come out. Man, I'm excited. I've never really been to a fight, you know.
While we're on that topic, talking about the fights, Jose's the main event.
Let's go.
He's been busting his ass. We've had a great
He's a
training
pro. We got a pro out here, baby. Main
Yeah,
event.
he's 3-1. Fighting Ashton. Ashton's a tough ass dude out of Omaha. We think we're ready. Obviously, it's a reason we fight. We're putting all the cards on the table. We're gonna see who's the better man that night. I believe in our guy, and then we got Justin Weaver, who's a coach here as well, fighting as the co-main event. He's not officially fighting under the banner since he's not able to train full time with the team, but it's a great opportunity for him to get out there, build his own brand, and get some exposure, make some money as well. I think he's selling a bunch of tickets, a bunch of shirts. So he's been kicking ass.
Nice.
Who else?
Oi.
Kathy?
Trespassers. We've got trespassers. No, you have to come into camera view now.
No, you're fine. Alex is downstairs. Alex is downstairs.
I'm not coming in. You're just talking about me, though.
That's Kathy. She's the owner of DanceWorks. She's coming in and getting
Oh,
worked out
fantastic.
with,
Shout out
with
to
Alex
Kathy.
Weaver. So, yeah, shout out to Kathy. Shout out to DanceWorks. Great people.
Fantastic,
They've always been
fantastic.
supportive. So, where were we on that?
You were just saying how you signed up for a dance class with Kathy too.
Oh, yeah. What are we doing?
You're learning all the dances.
Waltz. We're learning how to waltz.
Oh, you're learning the waltz?
Yep.
Bum, 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 bum.
That's actually the exact song we've been waltzing.
That's
to.
what it was, huh?
Yeah.
That's what it was. I'm pretty good at the waltz. I'm recognizing, I'm pretty good at it,
Yeah. Going back to that, we got Vanessa Chavez fighting for the amateur featherweight title or bantamweight title. And so it's her first title fight. She's been busting her ass. She's gone through a huge transformation over the last couple of years and just put an incredible, insane amount of work in. I'm excited to see her fight. Hayden has another fight lined up. That kid stays active, stays busy. He's hungry to fight all the time. He's probably one of my favorite fighters to watch. He's just exciting. He's a dog, fights hard.
He's fun to watch in practice. That's what I noticed in practice
Oh,
too.
man, he's a dog. He fights like a Mexican. He's an honorary Mexican. Dude's a dog. He's tough as nails. Wish he was a little more calm down, and I don't know.
He's young. He's young. You
Fights
can
like a
tell.
young- he fights like a young guy.
a young dog.
Yep, for sure. And then we have Jarrett Heemstra.
That's right.
Butchered that last
That's right.
name, but he's making his debut. Dude is a workhorse and trains super
He's
hard.
an actual horse.
He looks like a fucking horse. Guy's ripped out of his mind, right?
He's huge.
He's huge. Excited
Everybody
to see
here
him.
is huge.
Yeah, these guys are workhorses.
I think I look good, but then dude, I'm just small. They're just big, dude.
And then we got Hunter Osentowski. Hunter's been grinding, been working hard. He's kind of like an unsung leader, leads by example kind of guy. He's
just
very
kinda-
disciplined, very focused guy. Very interesting to watch him.
Quiet.
Pursue this quiet, but he's focused. We
Yeah,
talk about
definitely.
it as a team. We watch him from afar and we're like, damn, this
Definitely.
guy's focused. He's
got
in
the eye of
zone.
the tiger.
Yeah, man, it's just fun to be around people that are like, motivated, focused on their craft, disciplined, and dude, I don't have to ask him to do anything. He does everything without being asked. So
Yeah.
dude's
He
a
eats all the
workhorse.
blueberries on his own.
Eats all the blueberries.
What a guy.
Who else is fighting on the card? We got Hayden or Jose. Justin,
I think you got them all.
Jarrett, Hunter. Oh, Jeremy and Rudy. Jeremy and Rudy are fighting on the card. They're also not fighting They're fighting unaffiliated because they haven't
Right.
been able to train.
Okay.
But those guys are absolute beasts.
Those guys are beasts.
If you
Those guys are animals.
Those guys are just fucking
Pain.
athletes, and they're pain.
Shout out to him because he just had to, sign another waiver saying I can't kill another person during training. We've had to bury too many bodies.
Yeah, those guys right there. Yeah, the Grijalva brothers are studs, man. Just other dogs, more dogs in the room. So we've been blessed as of late to just have good athletes, not just athletes, but skilled fighters in the room. And I guess long-term vision, I hope we can continue to build the next generation underneath.
Oh, of course, you're doing it, and that all comes back to you. So how do you think you're doing it? What do you think you're doing right? Not what do you want to get better at? What do you think you're doing right?
What do I think I'm doing right?
Yeah.
I think I'm building enthusiasm as a team.
Yeah.
Right. So we have a lot of younger guys, a lot of guys that are competing right now that are really inexperienced or have been doing this for less than a year. We just competed at Subspectrum.
That's right.
We didn't have any advanced level guys on that competition or in that competition, right? So
Subspectrum is what? A BJJ
Subspectrum
tournament?
To us is probably the best jiu-jitsu tournament in the Midwest right now. They're in Des Moines. Shout out to Subspectrum. Shout out to Jordan for building such a great tournament. There's a lot of genuine enthusiasm about jiu-jitsu. There's a lot of good passion about jiu-jitsu. So what that looks like is there's a lot of high-quality competition, tough competition, guys that are getting after it over there. Tournaments are no joke. So the advanced brackets are scary, man. Some of these guys are tearing each other's legs off, Really? It's just a serious tournament. If you're serious about jiu-jitsu, if you're serious about getting better at combat sports, you need to know about Subspectrum. And so that's how we've approached it. So what we're doing good right now is building enthusiasm with the young up-and-coming guys. And we took a good squad of white belts, really relatively inexperienced guys. I haven't never competed before.
Right.
And a lot of those guys were able to win their brackets. So some of them didn't perform as well as we wanted, but that's part of the game. You're going against some tough competition. Like I said, they got a good thing going on over there.
Did they have fun, though?
Oh, man, we're always having fun. We're always having fun. We're always learning.
Did you have fun,
always
though?
getting better.
That's right.
We were able to take home the team trophy.
Hey!
So it's only because the younger, inexperienced guys are putting themselves out there. The enthusiasm out of that crew. So it's all credit goes to our coaches. Our fundamentals coaches and Jose, Justin, and Alex and myself. We're all putting in a lot of time and effort, and Chelsea as well. All these guys put in a lot of effort every day. They're kind of like the unsung heroes of the team, right? The coaching staff is always like, they don't get enough credit. We do this. We're all in. We're still building this business, but I feel like there's not, with all the money that's coming in, there's not a lot of recognition that goes with it, with what they're doing. So shout out to them. Without them, obviously, we're not as good of a team. I do believe we have some of the best coaches in the Midwest, like in all of the Midwest. We're up and coming.
Talk about it.
So there's not a lot of spotlight yet on us. But we start making little things like winning this tournament. Hopefully we'll get more recognition. And we don't want any recognition that's not due. We want the recognition for doing the things we got to do and winning the tournaments or winning the fights that we need to win. But credit to these guys, because in Kearney, Nebraska, there wasn't much going on combat sports-wise. So we don't have a lineage here. We don't have a black belt instructor. Even now, we don't have a black belt instructor. Mm-hmm. We don't have a black belt instructor that coached us when we started. So when you have someone on that level, it's like having a cheat code. You get to know what's going to work and what's not going to work.
Yeah,
right? The guy's experience can tell you that. Here, we don't have that. So we've, through our passion and pursuit of this goal of being the best, we've struggled through a lot of lessons that were learned that maybe, if we had someone that had been there, we'd be there quicker. We'd have learned that lesson quicker. But,
right. That makes sense.
But that being said, I feel like that builds character.
Oh yeah.
So
It makes it worth it when you get it.
Yeah.
But you don't know if you're gonna get it. You're just working. You're just falling in love.
right.
Every day. If
Every
you're not
day.
falling in love with it every day, if you don't look back at every single day after every day's done and you're just like, hard day, but good day, you know. If you're not doing that after almost every single day, you're never going to be a black belt or, you know, you're never going to get any, you know, you're not going to build a team. You're not going to get any wins at tournaments, you know, any of that.
Yeah.
That's what it is right now, huh? Falling in love.
So yeah, we're constantly trying to not just fall in love, but like to invigorate
do for love.
and motivate and be the catalyst for these younger guys to be enthusiastic. So we have good enthusiasm right now. Hopefully what that looks like long term is a full grappling team that competes all the time, a full fight team that fights all the time, which we already kind of have. But I want a full fight team in the UFC where they don't have to worry about working another job. This is the dream, right?
Right.
And they're all just training full time. So that to me is the dream. I'm gonna keep working until I figure out how to get there, because I don't know how to get there. I've never done it before.
Right?
Everybody has a different path. So we'll figure it out as we go along.
Isn't it crazy though, kind of thinking, oh, I want to do this, but I don't know how.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's kind of crazy. It's kind of crazy.
Lessons learned though. I feel like that in the past has discouraged me, that thought.
Yeah.
But now I know that it's a normal thought. It's part of the process.
Yeah.
You know,
Exactly.
If you really want it, you'll figure it out.
Yeah, exactly.
And so that's kind of what I'm telling myself nowadays.
Yeah.
But before, I think I would be really discouraged. I mean, I don't know what the fuck I'm doing. What do I do next? Where do I go from here?
Yeah.
So,
Right? Which step is going to... It feels like the part in Indiana Jones when he's stepping through the rocks on the floor and he's trying to spell Yahweh, but he doesn't know how to spell it because it's in Hebrew. And he steps on a rock and it falls through and he's like, wasn't that one, you know?
yeah.
Like, that's what it is, but
Good
sometimes...
Indiana Jones reference right there. That's good.
Dude, like sometimes for us though, we put both feet on that one rock and we're just falling through now, and that's it. And then we're at this. That's just kind of how it feels when you're at that at a low level of anything. I'm sure it feels like that at a big level, but at a big level, you have so many more people to help you and so many more resources. Really,
Right.
you know, at a level where your resources are limited, it feels like your next step might be your demise, but you're trying to do the right thing. You're thinking like this is a golden step,
Right.
you know?
Yeah, you know, that's been what's been on my mind over the last year is, over the last couple of years, is how do we become an elite facility? And that question is probably at the forefront of my mind most days. So really trying to figure out how elite people operate. And credit to all the people that have been here, like Quincy Johnson, Jack Gangwish, and just anybody that's been on the
Uglee Franco, one of the elite people.
That guy's all right. Bryce Abbey, all the guys that have been here and have helped, you know. So, for sure, there's been a lot of changes over the last couple of years because I've learned all the areas I was falling short in, and there's still a ton, but I feel like we're definitely headed in the right direction right now.
Just by watching other people do life, watching elite people do life, you've learned a lot.
Asking questions and not being afraid to take some criticism and take advice. And sometimes, you know, it feels like a personal attack if you're not in that headspace. But I've learned a lot from these guys, and I just hope I can continue to humble myself and learn along the way. Yeah.
I like it. It's taking you places, and sometimes, you know, you start stuff. I think we've talked about this before, but you start things and you don't really know where it's going to take you.
Right.
Did you think it was going to be here, or did you know it was going to be here, or have you always just kind of had the mentality like, whatever I do, I get good at, and I kind of get the best at, so I'm just going to do that, and then I'm definitely going to be the best someday, and now you're not the best, and you're like, I'm still gonna be the best someday, but holy F, dude, this is a lot harder than I thought, or like this is what I thought it was gonna be.
No, it's supposed to be hard, so I kind of have that thought in my mind. I'm like, it's gonna be hard, so it's supposed to be hard, right? Mm-hmm. I've never thought, I'm gonna figure it out. I think there's a lot more insecurity that you have to deal with within yourself to understand that you're not the person that you need to be to be that successful person that you envision yourself being. So, yeah, I feel like there's there's a ton of insecurity still left to overcome, and I think the way you fight insecurity is by keeping yourself busy. You want to make sure you keep yourself busy with the right stuff. You're spending your time efficiently working on the thing that's gonna bring that vision to life. But man, there's a ton of times where I'm like, man, I don't know what the hell I'm doing, or maybe this isn't for me. Maybe I'm just not good enough, But
right,
you let those thoughts creep in. You have to take them captive before they take you captive, and I think I've been doing a good job of that too.
Yeah. How do you take those captive? Do you use a van, or do you just handcuff them? Or?
Actually, a friend of mine, what was his name? Coach Erickson. Remember Coach Erickson? Wrestling coach from Lexington.
Oh, maybe then. I don't know. Maybe.
Coach Erickson.
I might know.
I forgot his first name. Coach Erickson as well. If he's listens to this, but he said something to me where he came in and taught us mental preparation for a fight or something like that. Tim Stratton brought him in back when I was fighting, and he said, and then Tim Stratton even coached me on the same thing, right? And I held on to this because I thought it was very powerful. You want to envision those thoughts that creep in and have like if you can see it, have that thought in like a thought bubble, or you can see the action, right, in your mind, and then visualize yourself just swinging a bat and smacking that thing and shattering it into a million pieces, right? So that's how you deal with your doubt. So every time I start letting those thoughts creep in, I'm like, all right, now I've become better at it. So they come in and out as fast. They go out as fast as they come in.
Right. You recognize it quickly, and then you kind of have the blueprint already to get it out. So you just do, and then you move on. Or
else the tendency for me would be to let it linger, dwell on it.
Yeah.
Go into a little bit of a depression, feel sorry for myself. And I'm a human. I still struggle with that here and there, but
you're being real talk right now, dude.
Right. So
real talk right now.
It'll bog you down. And what good does that do? You fast forward through that. Okay, you spent like a week feeling sorry for yourself. Nothing got done. No urgency throughout the week. Just feeling sorry for yourself. So I've gotten to the point where I just kind of fast forward through. All right, this sucks. Let's march on to the next thing. And so that's kind of that's been helpful. So that was a good little insight as to what I tell these guys too when we're leading up to fights. Because that mental preparedness is invaluable. It really is 99% mental. So.
Oh, definitely. I mean, yeah, the days where I've got things going from the second that I'm awake to the second I'm, in my bed, 16-hour days or whatever it is, like those days are just, if I have a negative person in that day, I literally have to find a way to get it out.
Yeah.
I am kicking it out of my day. Yeah. Like, I'm serious. Shout out to people at Domino's. I love you. But there was a girl at Domino's the other day that is negative.
Yeah.
So I picked a fight with her until she left. That's the kind of commitment you have to getting negativity out of your life if you want to be the best. I don't give a shit, dude. At Perkins, too. Yeah. I love people at Perkins. There's negative people all over. But this is the 25-year-old life that I live.
Was this a customer or was this a
coworkers? Nice. People that are with you, that are there.
sometimes those are the worst
If you
people to have.
recognize-
those people leech onto your energy and they drain you, they zap you of all your energy. So it is an important thing to protect that. So
you have to number one, protect yourself, but you have to get to a point where you're stronger than that, and you have to try to help it. So if number one option is try to help and that doesn't work, then the next option is just remove yourself. If that doesn't work and the negativity is around and you feel it, if you are feeling the negativity because it's affecting how you're thinking, if you're alone somewhere and going, what did she just say to me, dude? I can't believe this. Oh my God. You can't handle it. You're beside yourself. You have the third option, and that is to fight it. And I don't care what anyone says. Okay, you do have the option to fight it. You just can't do it in a way that's going to get the police called. Right? Right? So you tell her she's bad at doing dishes or whatever. But seriously, that's where it is now. I mean, if you're negative in my life, I mean, we're going to fight,
Yeah, that's
I don't know
if I've ever
like the
really
negativity.
gone that far, but definitely I've done a better job not surrounding myself with people that don't believe in me or other things, because that kind of person, what good are they doing you? I mean,
no, they're not. That's the thing.
Down.
That's the thing.
I have to fight myself enough to believe in what I'm doing. I don't need to fight someone else. I need someone that's going to be supportive. So
exactly, exactly. The opportunities to meet people like that are very few for you because you've created a very positive environment.
Right, but
places that I go where people are showing up and dropping off the map, you're finding all sorts.
Right.
That's the only opportunity. I don't want to do that ever. I hate it. I don't want it. I don't like it.
At the same time, they're being a leader, which I'm constantly trying to figure out what that is.
Mm-hmm. Right.
But part of being a leader is making sure the culture and the energy within the gym's good. And and sometimes there are negative influences, and you have to deal with people and say things or do things and have those tough conversations. And that's kind of hard sometimes, But protecting that community and that precious energy, where you're in this thing, or you're in this place where it's almost a sacred thing,
it's the temple here, dude.
Yeah, learning from
respect it,
Jack, and learning from Quincy, and learning from these people.
Yeah,
I'm understanding there's a lot you can do to influence the culture. And learning as I go, but I've gotten better at it for sure. But definitely that is important.
I mean, you guys get negativity out of here. If it shows up, you prompt it to get it together. And if it's not, then sorry, we've enjoyed your time. We like you. You just got to be more serious, boss. And that's what it is.
Right.
The way that I do it is, chose to do it the times that I'm talking about. It's the extreme way. It's the way of, aggression more. There's definitely a way to get negativity out of your life with proper communication and
maybe we
all about the
put you in the
receptiveness.
cage, huh?
All about the receptiveness is also too, because if it's not going to be received well and it, then how you're going to go at it is completely different. But yeah, I'm down to go in a cage.
Would you step in a cage with the dishwasher lady that you just kicked out of Domino's?
Hey, dude. I'll go up a couple weight classes, but above 20 weight classes is just too far. I can't go.
No more.
I can't go up that many weight classes.
No more.
I'm only one man.
That was good. All right, but let's stop right there. Let's not go down that path.
I'm gonna send this guy out of business. Hey guys, send your regards to Cardi Combat Sports. He's done for. The Ugly Francos put him out. Gosh darn. Yeah, no, being a leader is definitely not an easy thing to figure out, huh?
No, you gotta Hold yourself to the highest standard first, because how are you going to expect to hold other people to a standard? So then, when you fall short of that standard, you gotta have enough awareness to understand that you've done that. And sometimes it is just like going through the motions, or not studying for the class, or not having your material organized. So that's part of it. The other part is managing personalities, and that can be difficult. But I'm a relationship oriented person. Not the best at managing relationships, but I can manage egos, I think, fairly well, because I don't have an ego. Mm-hmm. For the most part, I don't really care. I don't care about me getting the spotlight on anything. But
Right. I had to fight him to get on camera. I literally had to fight him.
Yeah, I'm not too keen on receiving applause or attention or whatever for anything I do. Mm-hmm. So that's easy for me to kind of stay in the shadows. So it becomes easy for me then too to expect that out of my coaches. And I feel like most problems occur from not meeting standard, or not meeting standard because of your ego. Mm-hmm. Ego can be a thing. Yeah. But we have a great group of guys right now.
Probably the biggest thing to get over.
Yeah. But right now we have a stud coaching staff. Stud fight team. Our kids program is amazing.
Can't talk about it enough, you know.
So we have give them another shout out. Justin, Alex, Jose, Chelsea, Dante, and then hopefully more coaches to come. These guys do an amazing job allowing me to lead too. Sometimes I don't have it figured out, like we've talked about. I'm going to make mistakes. Yeah. I'm going to make a lot of mistakes. Yeah. So for you to lead and knowing you're going to make mistakes because you don't have it figured out, you have to have loyalty. You have to have the guys that have your back and understand that. Yeah, he is going to make mistakes, but I'm going to get over it. And I trust him that he's going to have the vision and the wherewithal to when he's fallen short, to be aware of that. Yeah. So the team right now, incredible group of guys. I feel like they respect me enough, they trust me enough to lead, because I'm not a natural leader. I just kind of have to do this whole leadership thing because I run a business. If I wasn't doing that, I wouldn't naturally choose to be in this position. But But it beats working for yourself and being an entrepreneur and having this lifestyle beats anything else I could think about doing. I never dreamt about being a doctor, or an astronaut or anything like that. Maybe a race car driver. I want to be a race car driver for a little bit. But as a kid, I never dreamt about those things. So this lifestyle right here is pretty awesome. Get to do what I love every day. Yeah. So I'll be a leader, or I'll try to be a leader, and figure that out and go from there. So.
Dude, it's very interesting watching the two types of leadership that I am currently under as far as podcasting wise. And I'm not even really under leadership in a way, because I am the leadership when it comes to podcasting, but I'm watching two different businessmen grow businesses. And two of them, like you and Scott Cloney, are completely different. Shout out to Scott Cloney down at the Bricks. Fucking love you.
And his dad is actually my landlord, David Cloney. So shout out to David.
Hey, shout out to him. And, we were talking. It's really interesting to watch you two different guys, because you, like you say, you're not a natural leader, but yet you are, and you do it. And he's a natural leader, and I don't think he sees it, or he would say it either, but he's been a leader for forever. He's definitely a natural leader. He coaches his kids, softball, soccer, all that stuff. Baseball, all that stuff. You're constantly coaching people to do life, whether it's get healthy, show up to things on time. You're doing way more than running a business. You're keeping people accountable in the most human way you possible, which is just having a relationship with them. With close to 100 people that are willing to give you money for the service you provide, but outside of that, there's more people that you're reaching. So you're definitely a natural leader, and I think the way that you see yourself needs to change for maybe the next level to be reached, because
maybe
you're a you're a freaking cool dude, bro.
I appreciate that.
You know what I'm saying?
the
Guys like you just don't want to hear it, and guys like me see it so well that it needs to be said articulately.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Well,
I'll tell Scott the same thing.
I think part of it is understanding I'm an introvert, so being in a role where you're coaching or running a business is not necessarily a normal thing. Like, for example, when I was a kid, going to the gas station was super tough. Just walking to the gas station buying chips because I was so shy. I didn't want to interact with the cashier, you know.
Oh, really?
So that's the kind of shy person I was growing up. So now this has actually probably helped really, develop my ability to talk and be extroverted.
Yeah.
A lot since I've been doing this. But when I first started, I was such a shy kid. To now, you know, it's not my first immediate thing to be vocal and communicate and associate with people and have relationships with people. It's not my natural habitat. I think the reason I've become good at it is because I'm a pretty genuine person. I think people respond well to that. And I don't have any hidden motives. I'm pretty open about what I'm trying to do. So I think people respond
in the best way. You know,
Yeah.
I would agree in the most respectful way.
Right.
Like some people are like, oh yeah, this guy ain't hiding nothing. Cause they're trying to make a joke about you being stupid,
Right.
but that's not what it is. It's
Right.
like very transparent. If he has a problem with you, it's going to be transparent. And if he likes you, there's going to be transparency in that. Mm-hmm. And you can see if he wants anything out of you, if he doesn't want anything out of you. Very genuine, very genuine. Yeah. Easy. No motives that are just, you know, underneath anything.
Yeah.
Those are the best people to deal with.
Yeah.
That's the best people to deal with.
And hitting on that, you know, when I was a kid being so shy, I wish I would have been doing jiu-jitsu. I wish I would have had an opportunity like this to grow confidence and just build esteem in myself, you know. Mm-hmm. I watch some of these kids and I'm putting all that effort into these kids knowing that I wish I would have had someone like myself doing that for me. So especially, and I think you can see it in some of our leadership from our younger kids, and the Keeleys and the Leos, and then all the other kids that are up and coming, you know, the Millies, where they don't understand why sometimes we have them do what they do, but their confidence just to coach other kids and to run a class or to go compete in a tournament or whatever it is. Mm-hmm. I wish we could quantify what that looks like 20 years from now. You know, I wish we could just have a sneak peek or see or understand what little things are translating over to real life skills. You know, because they're learning so much from interacting with people and being so uncomfortable in jiu-jitsu.
Yeah,
Man, it's the best gift you can give a child for sure. And you know, some parents are the modern era, right? We have a lot of parents that want to raise soft kids, and I'm not trying to single out anybody, but
no, it's the woke agenda.
It's just the
woke agenda.
It's just the culture, right?
No. We're gonna talk about it for 2 seconds because this is the thing now, and people are talking back.
Right.
It's the woke agenda, and it's a problem. Okay, people want to raise weak people.
Right.
We don't want to raise weak people. The woke agenda will raise you to be weak. Okay.
Yeah. No.
We don't F with it. All right.
So on the flip side of being overprotective and having your kids hide from difficulty, you want to expose them to as much difficulty as you can. And nothing is better than martial arts because you have to constantly overcome an obstacle. Mm-hmm. There's never a time where a child has it all figured out and they're just good to go.
Yeah.
You know? Our best athletes are still looking to be challenged at the highest level.
Yes.
And those are kids. Those are small kids. So when you have a kid that's looking to be challenged and looking to compete at the highest level, looking to be the best, you're on that mission. That's part of the martial arts mission, right?
Yeah.
You're developing a tremendous character. You're developing tremendous discipline. You know, all these things that aren't gonna be developed by an overprotective parent. You know, you got to expose your kids. You got to put them in activities. And I feel like you have to put them in situations where they're going to be going through tough moments. They're going to cry. They're going to have to control their emotions. They're going to have to control their breathing. They're going to have to listen to a coach. A coach is going to have to be hard on them. You know, you're going to have the coach is going to expect more out of them as they get better. You know, when you do that, and what I'm seeing out of some of these kids is like, man, these kids got a brighter future than I ever did at 10 years. At 10 years old, I'm like, oh my God. You know,
Yeah.
I wish I would have had those opportunities. So,
I mean, you can tell with adults, you can kind of see it's very funny to watch someone who has very little discipline in their life and not a lot going on versus someone who's had discipline in their life and has things going on.
Man.
You can see how much adversity they have faced.
Right.
It's very obvious.
Yeah.
You've got somebody who's gone through a lot and is strong, and somebody who hasn't done anything and is weak.
Right.
That's just how it is. So start your kids young, you know? I mean, when I was a little kid, I tried to crawl through a tube under the road. I couldn't get through it. So my mom had to yell at me, crawl through the tube. We can't get you. So I had to crawl through the tube. And that pissed me off. Stuff like that is
scary?
not going to break your
You
kid.
still remember, how old were you?
Dude, I was like 5, maybe 4.
You were terrified.
Absolutely terrified. There's spiders and little bugs and things crawling around, and it was wet and it was stinky.
Why did you go in there in the first place?
Oh man, the unknown.
The unknown, yeah.
What's in there, dude? Gotta go find out.
Yeah.
And then I got in too far, and I'm under the road.
Couldn't go back.
I couldn't go back.
Yeah.
And then I had to just go forward.
Unless you're crawling backwards.
Unless I crawl backwards, and I might have. I don't remember that part, but my mom had to come find me. You know, I was in the hole.
Shit. She probably thought you were lost for a little bit, huh?
Well, she was outside with me.
Were you screaming?
Probably.
Were you like, Mom?
I'm a little bit of a puss.
Well, at 5 years old, I think we all are. You know?
I think she's got a. They might have a home recording on an old thing where I'm in the tube, or I've just got out of the tube or something. But there was
Old
one for
VHS,
sure where I
huh?
was in a puddle. Yeah, VHS.
Dang.
But stuff like that for a kid makes you. I mean, you know, look
Oh,
at me
man,
now.
yeah.
Look at me now. I've got, you know, I'm
Got
so
it all figured
strong.
out,
I'm so
baby.
strong.
Yeah, I
But-
got those abs. Don't pull those out again, please.
Don't make me. I won't do it if you don't make me. Okay. I tell you what, the ladies at Bricks won't leave them alone. Not the ones that work there. God damn. Oh God. Yeah, dude. No, you got to put your kid through hard stuff. People, you're not doing them any favors by keeping them soft, by keeping them protected.
Martial arts, man. Martial arts is the thing.
Bring them to class, dude.
Jiu-jitsu.
Give them to martial arts. Now, this is something that's a little bit of a sensitive topic for most people.
Mm-hmm.
Let's hit on it. Why do we charge so high here? And
Why do we charge so high?
why to someone it's so high, but to someone else it's a reasonable price? Let me restate because it's not high. It's not high. Why do we charge what we price?
So if you guys don't know, we charge $125 as the base membership, and we go up to $195. Honestly, I don't think it's that much. I used to believe it was a lot, but with the quality of coach that I am, and then the quality of coaches that we have here on a staff, and just the amount of effort we put in and everything we're doing, I don't think it's a lot. But I will say this: if you can't afford it, that's not true. You know, if you think you can't afford it, I remember being in college and doing martial arts or starting to do MMA myself and getting into fighting. And I didn't have internet. I didn't have cable. I didn't have other expenses. I just paid rent and I paid my gym membership. That's how much I sacrificed and how much I wanted to do that.
What would you eat?
I ate very little. You know, being in college. So I was in college. I had my daughter.
Makes sense.
I had my daughter. I had joint custody of my daughter at the time, and going to school, work part-time, and trained. So there's really no excuse. Like, if you really want it, you'll do it. If you really want this for your kids, you'll do it. To me, there's no excuse. When I was doing that, I was broke.
It's the CEO of no excuses.
I couldn't afford much, you know, but I really enjoyed training. I knew that's something I wanted to do, and I just loved it. So I was going to make sure I squeezed that in however I could. The other part of it is, if you don't have a job where you can't afford it, let's say you're struggling right now, right? And you have a part-time job. Well, you need to get to a point in your life where you're not struggling. You need to be disciplined enough to figure that out and then come in. Because that's the kind of people we want in the doors anyways.
Wait, hold up. Nobody comes up to you and says, hey, I've got this thing for you that is better. You saying you have to go get it?
What?
I'm gonna cut that out. I'm gonna cut that out.
You confused me on that. I don't get it.
But no, like you said you're the one. If you're a point where you're struggling, you're the only one that can get you out. So I was just like,
yeah.
Nobody comes up and says, hey, little buddy, let me help you out through your struggle.
Let me give you some free classes. That's not going to be my attitude. And I've really grown, matured in that idea, especially being a business person. I'm not going to give away free classes. If you're struggling, you need to go get a job.
Yeah.
All right, let's have that real conversation. Go get a job. I'm not going to give you a handout. Go get a job. If you really want to make this a part of your life, do that. Then come back, talk to me. But, it's crazy because the same people that are looking for handouts are the people that aren't going to come in consistently anyways. Yes. I used to be the guy that I would give out a free membership.
Yeah.
All right, man. I'm sorry, man. You've been struggling. All right, I'll hook you up. I'll hook you up this month. And I see them like once that month. So it just reflects the character, the discipline they already have. So it's like if you're already grinding, if you're already working, that's the kind of person we want in the doors anyway. So you're already making the sacrifices. You're already disciplined enough to be here and not have an issue with the membership. Great. If you do, that's okay. Take some time off, get your shit figured out, and then come back.
That's pretty much what it is too.
That's what it is, man. And
when you're talking about one way or the other, that's what it is, dude. Certain people are just not going to come too.
And that's okay.
You're not for us.
Yeah, we don't.
You've got another opportunity out there for you somewhere else, not here.
Exactly. You're
gonna thrive somewhere else.
There's other gyms in town that offer different services. There's other things you can do. If you're really looking forward to this, a membership isn't gonna hold you back. You're gonna figure out if that first obstacle is the membership and that stops you. You were never gonna. You were never gonna. You
never cared about it anyway.
So
you're fake. You're a poser.
So figure it out, and you overcome one obstacle, then you're going to overcome the next obstacle, and then that's life. So honestly, memberships right now are at a perfect price. I feel like they're bringing in the kinds of people we want to bring in and work with. And hopefully we grow our membership base, so we got more members coming in. So what I want is have full-time coaching staff, and we're not there yet, but we got a couple more members. We're pretty close to doing that. See Kathy. See Alejandro.
What's up, baby?
See you guys. Kathy, DanceWorks. Just left the building. Alex, adios.
Love them. So, good peeps.
Yeah, so goal is to have
full-time
coaches.
Goal.
Full-time coaches. That's where it starts, right? That's where the vision starts. If we have full-time coaches, more quality coaching, more quality training for the athletes, even for non-athletes, we just get a better quality product.
So everything you're doing right now isn't even with full-time coaches?
No, man.
And you're still killing it?
I'm a full-time coach. Jose's pretty close to being there. Alex is pretty close to being there. But I want to be able to pay these guys a good salary so they're not struggling with anything, and not struggling, but they can afford to buy a house. In this type of economy today, that's a lot.
Yeah.
But that's the kind of pressure I put on my shoulders to really be that kind of successful where I can take care of my coaching staff. That's the vision right now. Full-time coaches. I want a bigger coaching staff. I want to open up another facility, hopefully, within the next year or two. Have UFC fighters, what's the saying? You aim for the stars, you land on the moon, kind of thing, right? Is that how it goes?
I think that's how it goes. Yeah. I like that one.
So shoot for the stars. Hopefully we land on the moon. So gotta keep working. I know I'll have made it when my coaching staff is taken care of. So
I like it. I've made it already.
You've made it already, baby.
I can pay my bills on time.
It's all about perspective too, man. It really is.
I've
made it already too. You know, sometimes I forget.
I can pay my bills on time, bro. There was a point in life where I was just almost not paying my bills on time every month.
Yeah.
Now, if I don't pay, it's because I got too high.
Yeah.
Because I got high.
Yeah, I made it too, man. I'm happy about.
We made it.
Everything was going on. Yeah. First off, we were born in America, so.
Dude, yeah. Oh my gosh. I was talking about that the other day with a couple of my friends. Shout out to Jonas and Cam. Some 25-year-olds have lived their entire life knowing war. We just get to play Xbox. That's just because we were born in the United States with a social security number.
Yeah.
Like, that's nuts.
War, poverty, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Growing up poor, we grew up poor. I grew up poor, so that's not fun, you know. All you know is kind of a struggle or like this, almost like a dark cloud hanging over you. But surround yourself with good people and take your thoughts captive, and it's all about perspective.
It's fantastic. Guys, this has been episode 6, all right? Combat on the couch, and we ain't going nowhere, all right? We're bringing elite minds to the test, and we're also trying to grow this gym here, all right? Shout out to Bud Crawford because you just won the thing, but hey, message me back.
Real quick before we end, let me give a couple shout outs to
Send it.
To some of the athletes that competed this past weekend in Subspectrum. And forgive me if I've left anybody out, but Jose, Hayden, Hunter Holiday, Jarrett, Yesenia taking home double gold, Brielle taking home the gold, Jeff, Austin, and the coaches, Alex, Justin, Jose, Chelsea. Shoot, I'm wondering if I forgot anybody. If I forgot you, forgive me. Just kind of spitballing off the top of my head here. And we appreciate you guys. Thank you guys for going out there and competing. Also, we're going to be hosting our own tournament in late October. So if you guys are interested in competing in Kearney, if you're in the surrounding areas, send Kearney Combat Sports a message, and we'll get you hooked up with the information and get you signed up. Aside from that, Ugly Franco, I appreciate your time. Thank you for doing this.
Dap it up real loud. Oh. Mm-hmm. All right, real strong now. I'll take you out.
Appreciate you coming in and doing this.
Hey, I appreciate the opportunity to come in and be creative and have an interesting conversation.
Yeah, well, I hope that was interesting enough. Again, thank you.
It was.
Thank you for your time, and yeah.
Oh, yeah, dude, no problem. No problem. Guys, eat some fruit, drink some water, call your mom, hug your mom. If you don't have a mom, go find one and hug her, okay? She's somebody's mom. All right? Yeah, dude, I am selling shirts. Please, buy them. Hit me up. That's the only way you can do it. And come to the fight September 9th. That's also the only way you can do it. This is the first time I'm advertising for someone to buy me a studio. I just need a room so I can set up everything I have and leave it there. And everybody that I do a podcast with can come in and we do it there. My equipment is falling apart. This flap thing is pissing me off. I keep breaking shit all the time. We need a studio. And until I can stop working at Perkins and Domino's, somebody else is going to have to front me one. So if anybody wants to, that's cool. Until then, we grind.
So you're looking for a sponsor?
I don't know what I'm looking for.
All right. Hey, thanks.
Because also, if you're not cool about it, then I don't want to take your money.
That's a good point. All right. Adios. See you guys.
Hey, adios. Love you.